I always knew that my body wasn't the right one. From being a very small child, playing with my cousin Anton, and I was like, yeah, I've got the wrong body. I should have the body he's got, not the one that I've got. But I didn't think at that point there was anything you could do about it.
Stuart Barrett was born a girl, yet he never felt comfortable in his skin. Years later, in trauma counselling for something unrelated, he began to consider his happiness.
I was getting some mental health support in dealing with that traumatic accident and how I felt about that. And I accidentally unpacked the wrong box, and I unpacked the gender box, and then I was like, right, okay, I can't pack that back in, and I've got to do something about it now. I don't have that choice anymore, so let's just do it.
Stuart spoke to his GP, who explained what his options were. Gender reassignment for islanders happens in the UK because there's no one on island qualified to do the surgery. But the queues are long, unless you can pay privately. That's what Stuart did, and he says it means he saved precious time.
The two-stage process for getting my diagnosis, I'd have got that in February this year, and I would start on hormones in January next year. So there's quite a big delay between what I was able to make happen and the situation that, the waiting.
Across the Channel Islands, there are no official figures collected by the government about how many people are wanting to transition. Equality Charities estimate it's between 20 to 30 per bailiwick. Islanders seeking to transition without private funding have to see their GP first. GPs refer to adult mental health services. They then refer on to a psychiatrist in either island. Then they refer to a gender therapist in the UK up to 18 months after the initial GP appointment, and that's before any hormones have been prescribed or surgery booked. Equality charity Liberate say the wait is damaging.
There's an anxiety around that, there's depression around that, so it does need to happen quicker than it's happening. So that will be the biggest impact, is the speed with which it happens. But I think also, the way that mental health services are stretched within the island, then it will also have an impact on that, and it's a saving that the island can make.
So, would a gender therapist on island help speed up the process? This Jersey psychologist believes it could be done locally.
I don't know if it's necessary to go off island. I think we have a lot of skilled therapists on this island that could potentially do an assessment as well. I think it's helpful to have some, not necessarily full-blown qualification, but certainly some experience of a workshop that helps you perhaps look at the issues that might be very specific to transitioning clients. But workshops and training like that can be provided on island.
Something Stuart supports.
That would be fantastic. Number one, because obviously we'd be able to see someone locally, we would have the support of our families, we'd actually be able to speed up the process. That would be great, and the fact that we wouldn't have to wait a very long time, and we could do it within a manageable budget here as well.
Well, the states of Jersey say budgets and levels of demand will be a number of factors they'll consider, as well as liaising with Liberate. Annie Knowlson, ITV News.